You know what they say. Something's got to give.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped. Simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns heading out, and the pressure squarely on the shoulders of number 6 in his second season now with the Browns. The number 1 overall pick in 2018, Baker Mayfield. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Check the outs, check the outs.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
They're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached.
Bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
There goes Mark Ingram. The 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. But you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
180. Let's get off the field, team. Let's get off the field, team.
Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
got two. You got three. Kid 21.
Ready? And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check this. Where'd he go?
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. Third down here.
And that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Ready. 93's the mic. Don't get nervous.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
I got him. Set, go. 52, Mike, 52. I got one.
Here's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They go play action. Mayfield. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards. First down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And an alley to run. He's going to take off with it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He'd had some success as a runner, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. A chance for us here to discuss Jarvis Landry. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's good for 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. The first play of the second half. A big success, over 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
Oh, good.
How about that?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 41 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield on the move to his left. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tyus Bowser showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Sideline throw. That's caught by Landry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
23 yards the pickup there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And again, it's Mayfield. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Mayfield with it once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September.